My sisters and brothers, I greet you all with the love and peace of the Lord. I invite you to meditate together with me on the holy word of God of 2nd April 2022. The focus of our reflection: knowledge is good and needed, but it should be positive and productive. It should not shroud us in the layers of shallow reasoning and blind us to the truth. It should not make us presumptuous. Many times it is strange and also sad that the people with more knowledge become shallow and stubborn in their own thinking. They are caught up in their restrictive territory and refuse to look beyond. They become fixated on their reasoning and ideas and reject the other side. This is truly intellectual blindness and arrogance. This is what happened in the case of the Pharisees and scribes in the time of Jesus. They were acclaimed scholars and teachers of the law. They were the interpreters and guides of the scriptures. Their main argument and objection against Jesus were predominantly based on scriptures and law. The scriptures say that the Christ comes from the offspring of David and from Bethlehem, the village where David was. But instead, Jesus comes from Galilee. Besides, he also often defies and breaches the law. If Jesus were to be the Christ, then he must come from Bethlehem and David's ancestry. He must also abide by the law. But perhaps just a little more close and deep query would have discovered the actual details about Jesus. If only they wanted, they would have easily found out that Jesus was born in Bethlehem, that he is the offspring of David. But they did not want to go beyond the external and apparent certainties. They were stuck up with his earthly origins, hence they did not know the truth. What prevented them from the right knowledge? It is clearly their antagonism and prejudice. They just did not like and appreciate Jesus. Unlike Nicodemus, they were rushing to condemn him even without first giving Jesus a hearing and learning what he does. The prophet Jeremiah in the first reading laments in deep anguish, and his words apply quite rightly to Jesus. Like a gentle lamb, he is led to the slaughter. Against him, they devised schemes to destroy him completely as a tree with its fruits. But commendable is the spirit of forbearance and surrender of the prophet and Jesus as well, in the face of such hostility and unjust persecution. As in the words of the prophet, both commit their cause to God, who judges righteously and who tests the heart and the mind. And now the direction and the directive for our life. Our knowledge should never make us self-righteous and obstinate. It should never be harmful to others, but only beneficial. We should always seek to know and follow the truth, and we should go to any extent to be faithful to the truth.